You don't usually expect a luxury SUV to quietly fit into your everyday life. Most of the time, luxury feels like something you admire from a distance, something impressive but slightly impractical, something that demands attention instead of simply working with your routine. But what if a luxury SUV didn't need to shout? What if it didn't need to prove itself every time you start the engine? What if it just made sense? That's the question people are starting to ask about the 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLC class. Not whether it's powerful enough, not whether it looks expensive enough, but whether it's actually the right luxury SUV for daily life. Because daily life is where most vehicles fail. Daily life is school drop-offs, grocery runs, traffic jams, tight parking spots, long commutes, unexpected weather, bad roads, short trips, and long days. It's comfort without thinking about it. It's technology that helps instead of distracts. It's luxury that feels natural, not forced. And this is where the 2026 GLC quietly steps into the conversation. At first glance, it doesn't try to shock you. It doesn't try to look radical or futuristic just for attention. Instead, it looks confident, refined, purposeful, the kind of design that doesn't age quickly because it was never chasing trends in the first place. Mercedes didn't reinvent the GLC for headlines. They refined it for real people. The proportions feel balanced. Not oversized, not aggressive, not trying too hard. It's compact enough to feel manageable in the city, yet substantial enough to feel solid on the highway. The stance feels planted. The lines feel clean. Everything looks intentional. And that's important, because daily life doesn't need drama. It needs reliability and calm. When you approach the 2026 GLC, there's a subtle sense that this vehicle was designed by people who actually drive every day. The doors open with a solid, reassuring feel. The ride height is comfortable, easy to get in and out of without feeling like you're climbing or dropping. It's a small detail, but in daily life, small details matter. Once inside, the tone immediately shifts from luxury showpiece to luxury workspace. The cabin doesn't overwhelm you. It welcomes you. Materials feel soft where your hands naturally rest. Surfaces feel thoughtfully placed. Nothing feels random or unnecessary. Mercedes understand that real luxury isn't about how many features you have. It's about how few things annoy you. The seating position feels natural. Visibility is excellent for a vehicle in this class, which matters more than most people realize until they're stuck in traffic for an hour. The seats themselves are supported without being stiff, comfortable without feeling soft. They're designed for long hours, not just short test drives. And that's a theme you'll notice again and again with the 2026 GLC. It's designed to be lived in. Technology in modern vehicles can either make daily driving easier or more stressful. Mercedes clearly leaned toward the first option here. The infotainment system is responsive, clear, and intuitive. It doesn't demand your attention. It earns it. Controls are placed where you expect them to be. Menus are logical. The learning curve is short. This matters because in daily life, you don't want to fight your car. You want it to cooperate. The digital displays feel integrated rather than tacked on. Information is presented clearly, without clutter. You don't feel like you're staring at a tablet glued to the dashboard. Instead, it feels like a natural evolution of the driving experience. Voice commands actually work the way you want them to. Climate adjustments are smooth. Navigation feels helpful instead of distracting. Everything is designed to reduce friction, not add to it. And when you start driving, the GLC shows its real strength. The ride quality is exactly what you want from a daily luxury SUV. It absorbs imperfections without feeling disconnected. You still feel the road, but you're not punished by it. Bumps are muted. Rough pavement is smoothed out. The suspension feels tuned for comfort first, but not at the expense of control. In city driving, the GLC feels agile and easy to maneuver. Steering is light but precise. Parking is stress-free thanks to excellent camera systems and smart driver assistance. Tight spaces don't feel intimidating. On the highway, the personality shifts. The GLC settles in. Wind noise fades. Road noise becomes distant. The cabin feels calm, controlled, and quiet. This is where Mercedes' experience in long-distance comfort really shows. Acceleration is smooth and confident. Not aggressive, not jerky, just effortless. The powertrain delivers what you need, when you need it, without drama. It's not trying to be a sports car, and it doesn't need to be. It's trying to make your day easier. Fuel efficiency is another area where the 2026 GLC quietly impresses. Mercedes understand that daily life includes fuel costs, not just performance figures. The balance between power and efficiency feels well judged. You're not constantly watching the fuel gauge drop after every short trip. Safety, of course, plays a massive role in daily driving, and this is an area where Mercedes refuses to compromise. The 2026 GLC is packed with advanced driver assistance systems that work in the background. They don't feel intrusive. They don't beep unnecessarily. They step in when needed and stay out of the way when they're not. Lane assistance feels smooth. Adaptive cruise control is refined. Emergency braking systems are alert, but not overreactive. It feels like the vehicle is watching out for you, not supervising you. That's an important distinction. For families, this level of quiet safety support provides peace of mind. For solo drivers, it reduces fatigue. Either way, it makes daily driving less stressful. Space inside the GLC is another strong point. For a compact luxury SUV, it feels surprisingly roomy. Front passengers have ample space. Rear passengers aren't treated as an afterthought. Legroom, headroom, and comfort are all well balanced. Cargo space is practical and usable. Groceries, luggage, strollers, gym bags, it all fits without awkward stacking. The rear seats fold easily, expanding utility when needed. Again, this is a vehicle designed around real use cases, not brochure photos. Climate control works quickly and evenly. No hot spots. No cold drafts. The cabin reaches a comfortable temperature fast, which matters more than people admit, especially during short daily trips. The lighting inside the cabin adds to the sense of calm. Ambient lighting isn't flashy or distracting. It's subtle, adjustable, and surprisingly relaxing during night drives. What stands out most about the 2026 GLC isn't one single feature. It's the absence of frustration. Nothing feels poorly thought out. Nothing feels like it was added just to impress reviewers. This SUV doesn't demand attention. It earns trust. And that's why the question isn't, is the 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLC luxurious? It clearly is. The real question is whether it fits into real life without asking you to change your habits, your routines, or your expectations. So far, it feels like Mercedes got that balance right. And as we move deeper into what ownership actually feels like, day after day, week after week, that balance becomes even more important. Because ownership isn't about the first impression. It's about how a vehicle feels once the excitement fades and routine takes over. And this is where the 2026 Mercedes-Benz GLC class starts to separate itself from SUVs that only shine during test drives.